Well, it's a lot warmer than it was a little earlier today, Stu. At last check, it was in the low 40s, but farmers are hoping it doesn't get too cold tonight because it could affect the life of their apple crop.
Each flower has the potential of producing one apple.
Mason Forens pretty much eats, sleeps, and breathes all things apple.
Oh, McIntosh by far is my favorite apple.
The roots of his family's orchard date back nearly 2 centuries to the 1830s.
They're really very sensitive to cold.
As a farmer, he watches the weather religiously, checking it morning, noon, and night on behalf of the fruit of his labor.
Cold weather, the cold winters, the harsh winters, the sudden change in temperatures can be very detrimental to certain varieties of apples.
Forens says most of his trees have already started to bud.
See, there's the flowers.
But those buds are very sensitive to the cold, especially as they start to open up.
We have to get through this bloom period here where the apple is very susceptible to frost damage.
And with the cold spring weather,
the colder it gets, the more damage it could be.
He says the apple season could be in jeopardy.
We could see significant damage to the crop.
He says much of the apple crop in the Albany, New York area has been damaged by cold weather.
It makes you a little apprehensive what's in store for it.
But Forens has measures in place in case he needs to preserve his fruit. These wind machines can warm up to about 30 acres of the apple orchard, bringing up the temperature just a few degrees, and that can make all the difference when it comes to saving the apple crop.
Every spring you go through this cold spell. Some springs I don't think are quite as bad as this.
But being in the agriculture business, he's used to having ups and downs, highs and lows.
It's normal and it's part of the business. You live with it.
He's just hoping Mother Nature will be kind for the sake of his crop. Now, most of these buds haven't bloomed quite yet, and farmers say that means they can tolerate temperatures as low as about 25 degrees, but they're hoping it doesn't get that cold tonight. We'll see what Mother Nature has in store. Live in Peru tonight, Liz Strepa, WPTZ News Channel 5.